Gunther walked up to Triple H demanding punishment for Nick Aldis. Instead, Triple H told him flat out that he'd pushed too far and gave him something he never expected. A fight, right there at SummerSlam. Welcome back to Wrestling Canva. Less than 24 hours after Aldis cost Gunther his shot at the SummerSlam main event, these two were already back at each other's throats, and this time Triple H himself had to step in and settle it. Rewind to Saturday night's main event at Madison Square Garden. Gunther and Sami Zayn were one win away from crashing the undisputed WWE Championship match at SummerSlam. Instead, Nick Aldis emerged from hiding under the ring, pulled the referee out, and blasted Gunther across the face with the actual title belt, costing him the match and keeping Punk vs. Rhodes a clean one-on-one contest. Aldis showed zero remorse afterward, responding directly on social media that he'd do it again without hesitation. Less than a day later, WWE hosted its official SummerSlam kickoff event at Fanatics Fest in New York, with Triple H opening the show on the main stage. Gunther interrupted almost immediately, confronting him directly and demanding action against Aldis for what happened at Madison Square Garden. He accused Aldis of messing with his career, and specifically his chances at what he called the biggest party of the summer. This is where it got interesting. Triple H didn't back Gunther up. He told him directly that he'd pushed too far, and that Aldis retaliating was a natural response to everything Gunther had done to provoke it. That's not the response of a company protecting its top villain. That's a chief content officer publicly siding with the man who'd been assaulted. If you want every detail heading into SummerSlam, tap subscribe. I'm covering it all. Before Gunther could even process that response, Aldis stormed onto the stage himself, agreeing completely with Triple H's read on the situation, and warning Gunther that anytime he wanted to fight, he'd get exactly that. Gunther threw the first punch. Aldis fired right back with a series of shots of his own. It took WWE officials physically stepping in to finally pull them apart. That's when Triple H made the call. Furious after watching two grown men brawl in front of him twice in as many days, he told them the WWE way of settling things: get in the ring and handle it there. Gunther vs. Nick Aldis is now official for SummerSlam, set for August 1st or 2nd in Minneapolis. For Aldis, that's his first match in nearly 3 years, and his first ever inside a WWE ring since signing with the company. This isn't some executive stepping into a fight over his head. Aldis is a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, with a reign lasting over 1,000 days, along with reigns as TNA World Champion and titles held with other promotions. He spent over 2 decades in the wrestling business before ever taking a seat behind the SmackDown desk. Gunther's built his entire year on ending careers. He's about to find out what happens against someone who's actually held real championship gold for longer than most current stars have been on the roster. This match now joins a stacked Minneapolis card, including Roman Reigns defending against Seth Rollins, CM Punk defending against Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar facing Oba Femi inside Hell in a Cell, and Solo Sikoa teaming with LA Knight and Royce Keys against Jacob Fatu and the Usos. Gunther vs. Aldis now sits right alongside all of it, a genuine grudge match born out of weeks of real, escalating violence rather than a storyline built from scratch. Gunther went looking for Triple H to punish Aldis, and walked away with a fight he never actually wanted. Do you think Aldis actually pulls off the win in his first WWE match? Or does Gunther add one more career to his list at SummerSlam? Tell me your prediction in the comments. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.